Up everybody, hopefully you can hear me. You know, usually I put the start screen, but I was messing with the settings, so it started right away. Too late. I'm gonna post the link for the stream. But welcome everybody. I haven't even opened the chat yet, so just give me like 1 minute. Okay. Streaming now. Join and hang out. Actually, hopefully it started up correctly. I don't even know if I clicked the right button. Okay, there we go. So let me open up the chats.
Space.
Oh, wrong one. Okay, should be working. Hello everyone that's here, welcome to another end of competition stream. I'm gonna stream to like the last half hour of the competition since it's about to end here in 33 minutes. Here's my final build. Didn't make any more changes to it since what I showed on Tuesday. It's doing 140 boxes per hour. It was doing 144 on Tuesday, so I guess it went down a little bit. Maybe there's something funky going on with the trick-or-treat bags. But anyways, my goal was at least 140 per hour, so it's doing good. I'm definitely going to get top 25. I didn't really think I was going to get top 10. To be honest, I wasn't aiming for that. So right now I'm in 13th place. 10th place would have been like, I guess, 160 boxes per hour. Something like that. Yeah, somewhere around that. So I'm gonna wait a few minutes, but what I'm gonna do for the event that I made for this week, the community build showcase, I do have some random prizes that I'm going to give some of the people that you know, made an entry. So we have a total of 10 people who submitted an entry for the showcase, but I have 7 random prizes that I'm gonna give out. So what's up everyone? I kind of see the comments, but they're not showing for me. Let me reload the chat. Okay, I see some of them now. Hopefully I didn't miss any here. But Rachel, hello, morning, happy November. Yeah, it's the 1st of November. Hopefully everybody had a great Halloween if you celebrate it. Legend, hello. Davidson, hello. Deanie, hi Dub and everyone. I was kind of unprepared when I started this. Kind of last minute. I was doing some trades right before this. As you know, probably the next competition requires a lot of water. I decided to buy another epic water tower because I have an idea on how to get full passive water for my arts and decor shops, which is crazy, and it's not really what you're supposed to do. Like it's kind of cheating. I'm just using NFTs. Really, you're supposed to be using wells or wind pumps and manually gathering the water to craft the fish tanks that we're gonna make next week. But all I needed was one more epic water tower, and I could figure out how to get a bunch of passive water for 8 arts and decor shops. Kind of leaking my own personal build a little bit just by saying that. But yeah, that's the plan for my personal build. I'm just gonna try to run full passive water for the arts and decor shops. I'm not gonna spoil the raid just yet. I usually don't do that. Unless you're a super dub club supporter, then you can see my ideas. Mary NG, hello. Yeah, full passive water. Yeah, that would be awesome. That way I don't have to rely on them slowly picking up the water. Because if they slowly pick up the water, it's a 2-minute craft time, right? But like, think of all the trips they'll have to do to get to the well or the wind pump. Let's say 20 trips. Let's say you can accomplish 5 passive water for them. Although I don't think everybody can do that. 20 trips just to get water. That'll take at least 3 minutes, I think. Plus 2-minute craft time, plus like another minute to pick up the other items. There's probably 6 minutes. With one arts and decor shop, you could probably make at most 10 fish tanks. For no NFT players, that probably... You probably won't even need that many fish tanks, honestly. But like if I were to manually supply the water to all my arts and decor shops for my personal build, I would need way more arts and decor shops. Low Steak Sauce says 25 water for next week's meta is crazy, but fun to plan out. Yeah, it's a new concept. We've never really had to rely on that much water or like a way to manually get water. Maybe back in the day with pumpkins, but that was a long time ago. Morris, so now you have 1 legendary water and 2 epics. You are almost correct. I don't think I mentioned this on stream, but at one point in the past month, I did pick up a 2nd legendary water tower. I think it was shortly after my offer got accepted for the legendary solar panel. I put in another offer for a legendary water tower, and that one also got accepted. Yeah, happy Friday. Dini says, at last the meta with limestone will be able to use my NFT. Yeah, nice. A good amount of limestone too, so you only have to worry about the chromium and a bunch of silica. Let me pull up Discord the way I had it on here, so it should only be showing half the screen. Oh wow, it's not even showing it. Let me get it to load again. I set this up. Okay, there we go. What happened? I set it up and it undid my work. What the heck? Did I set up the wrong one? Oh, I did. Okay. That's just me messing up here. Without water NFTs, do we need to use wells? Yeah, you would need to use wells or wind pumps. That's the only way to craft water manually. Martin, hello. Okay, so I've talked about this all week. I'm sure you heard some people asking for you to vote for their entry. The 10 entries and the rewards. Whenever I first posted this event, oh, it's up here. Initially, the rewards was just going to be to the top 3 votes, the grand prize being the rare water tower to whoever gets the most votes. Second place prize is a spare Trinity Gemworks NFC that I have. Maybe it'll come in handy in the competition after this one, which has to do with jewelry. And third place is a spare uncommon birdhouse. Now, I did have 2 very nice people donate a few more NFTs to me for the sake of this little event. So I'm gonna have 7 additional NFTs, at most 1 NFT per person for the 10 entries. So I guess there's gonna be 3 people that don't get one of these, which they're not big prizes, little things. Mr. Buttles might actually be helpful for the next competition actually, plus it gives town points. But I also have 3 uncommon birdhouses here. I figure there's still a lot of people without uncommon birdhouses, so that might be helpful for somebody. But it's 7 small prizes. I'm gonna do the spin for those 7 right now, just to get that out of the way. As for the one with the most votes, we'll know the winners by tonight, since I'm still allowing about 7 more hours for votes. After that, I'll take a screenshot of these numbers and I'll post them real quick. So that's gonna be the final numbers, basically. And by the looks of it, entry number 6, which is Sashi's entry, is leading by only a couple votes. Entry number 7 is 2nd place. Third place is Third place is entry number 3 by Jian, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Spartans, happy November 1st. Yeah, Orbis 5 town points, Mr. Puddles is 9 points. That's correct. I've been using them for the daily challenges in the meantime. Oh, yeah. So I only had to show this part right here. This part. Carbon, hello. So they might not be watching, but like if they need any reference, I'm doing the spins live. So there's no funny business there. Anyways, it's just small prizes. Let me pull up commentpicker.com, which I use for random spins and stuff. There we go. Oh, let me show the settings. Luvena, hello. I got all 10 entries here. And the wheel is right there. So I click spin the wheel and it's gonna select the name. So I'm also going to show... Okay. I'm gonna show this again. The first spin is gonna be for Mr. Puddles. After that, the winner gets taken off the wheel. They cannot win another prize from these 7 random prizes. Second spin wins Orb of Hope. Third spin wins a Spooky Go Round. Fourth spin wins a Gusty Wind Epic. Fifth, sixth, and seventh spins will win an Uncommon Birdhouse. Hopefully that's clear to everybody. And I'm just gonna knock this out real quick. I think, yeah, let me just do this. So this first spin's gonna be for Mr. Puddles. And I'll keep track and then I'll make a post there tagging the winners. Oh, this is odd. Where's the spin the wheel? Oh, I had to actually click on the wheel. Rachel, finally I got to use my Mr. Puddles and Bucky Puddles. They're actually going to be useful for once. Well, I guess some people would say they've been useful before, but I don't know. I never really see a use for them. All right, so first spin for the Mr. Puddles. TPS is gonna get the Mr. Puddles. Nice. I would think out of the random prizes, that's probably the most valuable one, I suppose. Orb of Hope is next, so it shouldn't pick him anymore. It should remove him. Yeah, it looks like it did. PB2 will win the Orb of Hope. PB2. I guess I can also show. There we go, just to show you right there. I thought the spin the wheel was going to take the whole screen, but apparently not. All right, next is Spooky Go Round. TJ gets the Spooky Go Round. I figure there's probably a lot of people that already have the Spooky Go Round because it was distributed to everybody who has made a purchase last year. All right, fourth winner will get the Gusty Wind Epic. That would be Storm Team NFTs. And then the next 3 spins get Uncommon Birdhouses. That's gonna be Herps, Gion, and Sashi. So Sashi might get 2 prizes. Herps, Gion, and Sashi. So congratulations to the winner of these extra prizes. Yeah, they might not be anything big. You might not need them. If you don't need them, feel free to give them to whoever you want. Maybe a friend, maybe somebody in your guild. Completely up to you. Hey, if you want to sell them, get like 10 or 20 bucks. Go ahead. Completely fine. They're going to be yours. So for the winners, I'm going to put the post right here right now. They're just gonna need to send me their Gala chain address and I'll send them the reward sometime this weekend. So let me do that post real quick. Yeah, there we go. And I hope they don't get confused. The most votes, that hasn't ended yet. Still got 7 hours to go. Right here. That's in my time. Basically, it would be whenever the daily challenge was supposed to end, but there's no daily challenge today. But once again, congratulations to the winner. Thank you to those 10 people who submitted an entry for the little event that I created. That's honestly more people that I thought was going to submit an entry. I thought only like maybe 4 or 5 people were going to. And then basically they'd all be winners. I think everybody was a winner though. They helped the community big time. A bunch of different ideas out there. Hopefully I can continue to do this. I think it would be better with prizes, obviously. This is probably as close as we get to some kind of no NFC competition, since I don't know if Gala will ever do them. I think it would be great if like Gala could support me in doing these little no NFC competitions, but every once in a while I will try to do them with spare prizes that I'm able to get. Like that red water tower, I actually purchased that at a good discount. I don't know if it's cheaper now, but at the time I bought it at a good price just so I could do the event to give it away that way. I do intend to do something like this in November, probably during Thanksgiving week. It's gonna be a little bit different though. Each time I keep trying to change it up, just because it's a learning process. This is all new to me. I've done these events a couple of times. I've done it where I picked the winner. I've done it where the winner was randomly picked. I like the way I did it this week the most, I think. I don't know if you guys agree. Because I do want to do it where there's a prize for most votes, but also random spin prizes. So even if your design is not the best, you at least tried, and there's a chance that you can get something anyways. So for the next time, what I'm thinking of doing is... So it's gonna be like, let me show you on here actually, so I can try to explain it better. So you know how I do the giveaways on my Discord using the giveaway bot? So it's gonna be like you enter for the opportunity to create a build that will be showcased. And there would be maybe only 3 winners. So these 3 winners would have the opportunity to create a no NFT required build. So I would showcase it, and then people would vote out of those 3, only 3. I don't want to do like 10 or 15 or maybe I don't want to do a whole lot, at least with the current player base, because it's I don't want it to be too many entries and not enough people voting, if that makes sense. So yeah, what I'm thinking is there's gonna be 3 people that would submit entry, but they would know ahead of time who those 3 people were, because they would have to enter this little I can't even call it a giveaway, but this event basically. They would enter this event, and then the giveaway bot would announce 3 people to do the build. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll do that probably Thanksgiving week, which is it the 3rd week in November? My calendar's not loading. Anyways, I'll post a proper date later. You guys will know. Kakashi, hello. Martin, our Gala team secretly watching, setting prices indeed to give for what you said. Oh no. I doubt it. Guya says hi to Rachel. Thought I'd be in top 100, but I lost 26 ranks in the last hour. That happens every week, huh? That fast forward slide, as people call it. Yeah, more birds would probably help too. Did you say your rank, Rachel? Because it looks like, oh, you dropped. I had hope for top 100. Womp. Dini, I was kicked out of top 225, now 232. Will most probably slide further in the last 15 minutes. Dang. Kakashi, hello again. Martin says you are half the game. I do think they know that. That's nice. Thank you, Martin. 120 now? Oh, okay, I see. So hopefully everybody that needed a town hall also got one. I mentioned this several times during the month of October, but I was also doing a giveaway for a free town hall NFT. that's ended already. In total, I gave away about 60 town halls, or I think it was actually exactly 60 town halls that I gave away. And it was about 30 other NFTs. That's mostly like common and uncommon storages, like some turkey skins and effect cards, just spare stuff that I didn't need. And hopefully somebody that's new or doesn't have that much NFTs got it. Like I could go and check everybody's wallets. I checked some of them, but I didn't check all of them. And for the town halls, I wasn't really worried. I sent one to basically everybody that said they needed one. Whether they already had one or not, I don't know, but there we go. One will come daily challenge. And yeah, I put that on my thumbnail too. The daily challenge, where's the daily challenge? For some reason, there's no daily challenge today. Farmer Michelle made an announcement about it on the Gala Games Discord. She said it was a glitch. I think they just forgot to code it in for today. Perhaps it was a glitch because it was the 31st. Maybe they only coded it for 30 days of the month. But if that was the case, we would have seen the countdown for tomorrow's daily challenge, which we don't see that either. So there's not going to be a daily challenge today, I think. There's a small chance there will be if they push out the update and then the daily challenge has like 2 or 3 more hours left. But I actually don't think they're going to do that because it would be unfair to a lot of people. So I guess no daily challenge today. We should get one tomorrow. Whether they do double the distribution, I don't know. That would be a good question to ask Farmer Michelle. I kind of doubt it. She wouldn't even have the answer to that, I think. That'd be another team. Glitch is just excuse? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it is. Because, well, yeah. What I think is they coded each challenge for a specific day, and they just ran out. Which it's simple. Like you just put which challenge is gonna happen every day for the next 4 weeks or 6 weeks. So maybe it's been 4 weeks already. So they just ran out, and they're gonna have to do it again for November. I know they said they're trying to come up with more challenges because right now it's just 7 challenges. We want different stuff to make. People with the NFTs to easily make white rice or honey have a easier time right now with the challenges. You know, maybe the value for those NFTs went up a little bit. I'm not really sure. I haven't checked. But like I have a rare mixing tent. I love using it for the white rice challenge. Makes it so much easier. And the honey challenge really isn't that hard for me either because I have pottery shops. Do those quick. All the other ones are super easy. I think very easy for everybody. Yeah, Morris, we got ghosted. It's a holiday today, so I'm sure the dev team wanted a long weekend. Actually, yeah, you're right. But we are expecting an update today, so I mean, they're gonna have to push something out. Whether or not they already fixed the issue with the daily challenge and the update that's coming out, I don't know, but it definitely should be getting fixed, right? It's an important feature. I'll talk about the new NFT first, and then go over the fish tank meta. It's all over the place. Okay, let me just show it this way. Alright, that was the announcement for the Missing Daily Challenge. Not really sure why that pops up. Something to do with Halloween. The new NFT is the Expert Fisherman. I know some people were waiting for a Fisherman NFT because that's like the only missing piece to being able to quickly rush salmon or do the salmon rush. I know some people were they're already doing salmon rush. All they had to do is build the fisherman. So here's the NFT version of the fisherman. 250 bucks. People are saying it's overpriced. Yes, I agree. It's overpriced. It definitely is. 300 in supply. So what does it do? It's a fisherman. It's only a quarter of a tile, so you can place it. You know, if you're using the subgrid placement method and you only have half a tile available, you can place 2 of them in that half tile. So that could be convenient. It does require the road, doesn't have wages, and it only casts 1 shade. Well, the regular building also casts 1 shade. Movement speed is 3.33. They say that is double versus the in-game. So this is essentially 2 fisherman houses in terms of speed, and it only takes up a quarter of its space. Despite that, I still do think it is overpriced, and consider that fishermen are easy to build. Look, fisherman house, not that expensive, same price as a logger. I have NFTs that reduce it, but it's the same price as a logger. Should be 75,000. Let me actually double check that. Yeah, it is. 5 oak wood, 5 energy, 5 wood. It's basically, you would say probably it's easier to build than a logger. So building that isn't an issue. All you're really doing is saving a little bit of space and a little bit of time. So honestly, I actually don't think it's really worth it. I know some people were comparing it to the aquaculturist apartments. Actually, I would do a better job showing you this on the Townstar playbook. But the aquaculturist apartment holds 5 aquaculturists. It would do me no good to place it. But yeah, it holds 5 aquaculturists, and they move way faster than the in-game aquaculturists. It feels like 10 buildings in one. That's what it feels like. So you're saving like 9 spaces. How much did it cost? I'm sure I have that information on the Townstar playbook. Let me actually go and check, because I don't want to guess a number and it'll probably be wrong. It was probably, I'm thinking it was about the same price as the fisherman NFT though. So shrimp farm, 250 bucks. Look at that. Aquaculturist Apartments, a legendary NFT, was sold for the same price as what they're trying to sell this expert fisherman for. And that was a year ago. This does cast 2 shade, I guess. I actually don't know if that speed is correct. Maybe the expert fisherman is faster. But 5 workers is a huge help versus the expert fisherman that only has 1 worker. Yeah, it takes up less space, but like if you try to buy 4 of them for $1,000, that's just insane. That's too much money. Way too much. So you can compare it all you want. It's overpriced and it's not as good. I guess for the very top people that want to instantly set up their salmon rush, they'll probably buy it. But I think that's really the only people who would buy it right now until it goes on sale, maybe during Black Friday. I would imagine, honestly. So is it worth it? Not really. I really don't think it is. You keep in mind all the other NFTs you could get for that money. Honestly, you'd probably be better off buying an aquaculturist apartments instead of the expert fisherman, if you can still get it for about that same price point. I'm not exactly sure what it's going for NFT Harbor anymore. Rachel said the fisherman NFT is actually appealing to me. I just don't know if I want to spend that much. Aquaculturist is awesome. There's a lot of other better things you can get. Low 6 slots. Did NFT Harbor get bought by Gala? No, at least from what I know, they haven't. It's still Rusticate. Through Mercado, if that's $250, at least they should have the fisherman's apartment. I probably would have sold better, yes. Whether that was their goal, I don't know. Because if their goal was to sell stuff immediately, they have the formula for that already. you come up with a legendary NFT that only has like 100 or 200 in supply, or an ancient that has 50 in supply, and really good utility, and it'll get sold out. I guarantee you, they know which NFTs will likely sell out. They have to have the formula by now. Even some of us can already kind of speculate when NFTs will sell out. But they don't always do those sales, and that's probably a good thing. You don't want to constantly do sales that sell out. I actually don't think that would be that good. Then a bunch of flippers take advantage of it too. But I guess they're just putting NFTs just to have them on the shelf, or when possibly in the future, if there does happen to be a bunch of people and some people just want to buy an NFT and they're probably spending money on an NFT they shouldn't be, and maybe they shouldn't even be spending that money, but that's another story. But yeah, that's probably what they're aiming for, just to have NFTs out there with different utility in the store for people to buy them up in the future. Maybe not right now, but eventually in the future. What about the boat? Oh yeah, Martin, I did talk about the boat last week. I'll quickly go over it again, seeing as this is the meta that it's more intended for. But basically what I said for the boat, it is gonna help you in every competition because of the 2 passive water. But the workers that manually deliver water, you're rarely gonna use that. Really, you're only just gonna use it for the fish tank meta. Can't think of any other situation. Yes, it is possible they do come up with more metas that require a bunch of water. I would imagine at one point we might even get like 50 water, something insane like that. Because at that point it's basically near impossible to do 50 passive water. I'm struggling to do 25 passive water with all my freaking water towers and the tunnels of love that also give passive water, so 50 passive water would be near impossible. Unless you're Paramin or Nacho, maybe. But I wouldn't get this. There's a lot of other NFTs that are more useful, even water tower specifically. I actually ended up getting an epic water tower instead of getting this. That's what I did. Does it look cool? Yeah, it looks great. Can use it for vinegar? What do you mean by that, Tatweez? For the 2 passive water? I suppose so. That's in the sauce facility, right? Rice vinegar? 2 water? Sure. Where the barrel is nice and else then useless, I understand. Look, I'm not saying it's useless, it's just there's other NFTs that are more useful. Like 2 passive water in a 5 radius. You're always gonna find a situation to use it, don't get me wrong. But you're gonna find an epic water tower or even a rare water tower way more useful in almost every situation. And those give town points if you do care about that. You could probably pick up 2 rare water towers for the price of this 1 ghost ship. So I'm saying there's better options out there. The tweets, my idea of a freight boat was better than the pond. Yeah, it was. That would have probably done better. Well, there we go. Competition ended. I didn't check my rank in the end, but I'm assuming it's still 13th place. I'll check again. Congratulations to everyone who made it. I hope you got the rank you wanted, but I know I heard some people fell below what they wanted. I mean, that happens. It has to. It's a competitive game. But I hope you had fun with it. 13th place, I'll take that. That's a great rank. I wasn't even going to try that hard on this competition. I actually believe I tried a little bit harder than I initially thought. I was just going to settle at 100 per hour. I ended up getting it up to 140 per hour. Girl Gamer, congratulations on the top 100. Now 100 per hour, would that have gotten me top 25? No, actually. If I did 100 per hour, I think I'd be like 26th place. I think so. Well, good thing I give it a little bit of extra effort. I'm gonna go ahead and load this up to sell some wine bottles. So for my practice server, I'm already kind of like testing how much molten glass I can make with my corrupted stands and glass factories and stuff. Salt is not going to be an issue. The salmon, I have to work something out there. It is going to take a little bit more salmon than I expected it to, at least for my personal build. But hopefully I'll be able to finish some kind of design for myself today. Then I can work on the no NFT required design tomorrow. Yes, I am going to do a no NFT required design for fish tank. I don't have a goal in mind, like production rate. I know some people ask like, what production rate am I aiming for? I'm not completely sure. I kind of figure that out as I go. But for the no NFT build, I also have to I have to think about how I'm gonna do the manual water, something I've never done before. So that's gonna be new to me. I've heard some people say they're gonna try doing the full 25 passive water with the ponds. That takes up so much space though. Look, I'm gonna pull up the visualizer and I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Although I know some people have posted pictures of it already. No, you never get anything from completing the mode. Morris says, hey bro, are you able to confirm if the ocean gives sandy to help with silica? What is the range? Yeah, ocean gives 3 salty and 3 sandy. I know some people are confused about that. At one point it didn't after we transitioned to Godot. I think that was a bug because it always did. Ocean always gave the 3 sandy for the silica mines. The sand mines. And yes, it does, Morris. It does. 3 to 1 range. So you want the sand mine right next to the ocean to have it on a green craft timer. Rachel says, I'm looking at the competition coming up in late November. It would be awesome if it was just a straight up pumpkin pie meta. If that's for the Thanksgiving week one, that's what I'm thinking too. Rachel, I do think that's going to be pumpkin pie. It says it's not a new item. It's a classic. So yeah, probably pumpkin pie. That would be great. Let me do test. Okay. Of course, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I think this mode will take too long to load up, so I'm not going to wait for it. But I do want to kind of show you guys the idea of 25 water that I didn't come up with. I've seen a lot of people post it. I would have to go and look for it. So I'm just going to try to come up with it on here. There we go. So the idea is to have an art and decor shop. And obviously you're gonna need the road. There's no rivers, so you don't get any passive water. You only get it from the ponds. Now let me see if I can remember how they accomplish this. Oh, there we go. That's how. Yeah, and I think you really have to have it like that. There's no other way. Okay. Like, I want to come up with 2 ideas. Let me do it over here. Coinman 54. Ranking 54. Martin, 4 or 5 watermills next to shop should be fastest. Else 8 ponds for 24 water. Yeah, you would want to have it right next to the shop. Good. Let me try this again. That's 1 pond too many. Oh, can they swim? Well, they're gonna have to with this setup. They got no choice. Okay, there you go. This accomplishes 25 water. Whether it's a good idea or not, I don't know. I doubt it, to be honest. This takes up way too much space. You could use the water for other stuff, like have it next to the ocean and then put salt fields, obviously. You can't have your tree farms next to the salt fields, but you could have them on, I guess, over here, right? See, you look at that. You got tree farms there. And you got, you really don't need that much salt. Also, you really don't. That's probably going to be too much salt already. But you get the idea. That would give you full passive water for 1. Is 1 going to be enough? I kind of doubt it, to be honest. So let's try to do 2. Let's see if it's possible to do 2 somehow. I'm going to do almost the same thing here. Look at that. It's possible to do 2 with a... How many extra ponds is that? I'm not really sure. Let me see. This setup is 18 ponds to do 1. And for 2... 28 ponds to do 2. So you need 10 more ponds. Now, could you do more than 2? Probably, but for no NFT players, I would imagine you can't make that much fish tanks. And this would probably cover everything that you need. I don't know, but this does make me curious, right? Like, is it actually worth it? This is better than just using wells and wind pumps. What do you guys think? For the no NFT build, should I do this right here? Or should I just use wells or wind pumps? Wind pumps are faster, by the way, in case you're wondering. But they do cast 1 shade. That's the only downside. So you can't have them next to a windmill if you're trying to accomplish green timer windmills, which, to be honest, you really don't need that much windmills for this. You should have no issue trying to get 1 or 2 green timer windmills in this design. Like, I could just do... Well, this wouldn't be a good setup, but like, you could just have a windmill there. Arts and Decor Shops casts 2 shade, just so you know. So like this, they'd only be casting shade on the ponds. Mines don't like water, so... well, yeah, Martin, you're right. So you wouldn't have the mines next to the water, just so you know. So your mines would be... You gotta use shallow mines also. I'm sure people know that. But look, your mines would go like this, you see? And if you want to have one with 2 passive water drums, you can, but that's probably not going to work out very well because you're going to need a lot of these. You can't rely on just 1 or 2. I think you're going to need a lot of these because the amount of molten glass you need for this is pretty insane, just like the water. Partial is asking Dub, what is the effect of Arcane Earring, Rare, and Epic? And if 4 mix of same rarity placed, what are their effects? So you are allowed to mix them together, but you can only have up to 4 of them placed. They are very similar in effect. They reduce the craft time of all the crafts in the forge, and they increase the movement speed of the forge workers, so they pick up the ores quicker and deposit the metal quicker as well. The epic one has a greater buff than the rare one. Rare is right here, as you can see. 10% faster movement speed, 2.5% craft time reduction. My bad, it went away. And the epic is 4 or 5 times better. 10% reduced craft time, and then 50% increased movement speed. So if you want to have only 2 rares and 2 epics placed down, that'll work. It'll stack those effects. Obviously, best case scenario would be having 4 epics. If you want my opinion, the rares aren't worth it, but if you manage to pick one up for really cheap, then I guess it's better than nothing. It will help you with Gold Rush if you're one of those people that love doing Gold Rush, because there are a lot of people, obviously. One of the best rushes to do with little to no NFTs. Joan, hello, first time in top 400, congratulations. I forgot to like the video, there you go, leave a like. And I think the little button shows up as a rainbow whenever I say like or something. Or like button. I think it would be better to have... let's see, so I don't know how many mines you need, right? That's one thing. No idea on how much mines you need. But you are going to need some salt fields and some tree farms. Oh, you're definitely going to need tree farms, actually. So let me delete... Let me do it over here. Let's do this sideways. What am I doing? We'll figure it out. Because I'm getting confused just setting this up. Okay, alright. Let's see. Okay, so that's where it's gonna go. 1, 2, 3, 5. No, that's too much. That's too much ponds. Okay, is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's it. There we go. I was getting confused for some reason. Yeah, 25 water. Got 2 arts and decor shops. Let me delete this again. Okay, that wouldn't have enough water. So this could be shifted down maybe. But yeah, you would have tree farms like that. You see? There too. Actually, yeah, you could have them there too. Cool. And here. And here. Hey, well, whether you have them there or not depends on what buildings you have here, to be honest. That one kind of depends. But let's say you did need this much tree farm. You're going to need a lot of wood for the lumber, okay? That's true. You probably want roads here. Your arts and decor shops are going to want to go to a road as soon as possible. This is basically as close as you can to get them to a road. So as for the salt fields, so the only issue is that you're still going to need, yeah, you're going to need more ponds for the salt fields. But like you could do... Gosh, hopefully I don't accidentally like give you a whole build here that works. But I just want to share an idea right here on stream. You can have a windmill there, get rid of that tree. And you probably don't want the windmill there, but it's just an idea. And there we go, 2 salt fields with the water they need and the silo over here. Oh, the silo would impact those trees. So you probably don't want the windmill and silo in this exact spot. but that's just an idea of what you can do. So you see how I'm using all these ponds to give 25 passive water to the arts and decor shops, but I'm also utilizing it for the water required for the tree farms. Whoops. So I'm actually starting to think this idea might actually work. It's crazy. It's so crazy that it might actually work. That's insane. So I'm willing to possibly give it a try. It's just gonna depend on what the real achievable no NFT required rate is. What it is basically, and shallow mine. But the shallow mines will be on the other side. I'm not gonna like share the idea for the shallow mines right now. I'll think about that later. But they would be over here. You can have them close to the ocean, sure. I don't know how many mines you'll need, right? This is just, I'm just showing you they would be over here. Okay? You're gonna need energy. It's 3 energy for each one. Yeah, 3 energy for each one. 2 water jumps. You are gonna manually have to craft the water jumps if you are no NFT, you know, or little NFT. The only way you're not going to craft the water jumps is if you have like a diamond water pump and aquifers. But yeah, most people will have to, you know, craft the water jumps. And, you know, you would have power plants for all these, all the ones you would need anyways. So like something like, let's see if this makes sense real quick. Oh, that probably doesn't make sense, but actually, no, those have 2. That has 2 energy. Hold on, a little bit of a mess up. Oh, I know what I was trying to do. There you go. You would do something like this to give the energy to all the mines. Boom. So yeah, you still have to do the salmon. Whether or not you want to do passive energy for that kind of just depends on what you're trying to do. Because if you do power plants, it is going to slow them down. So preferably you want to do nuclear power. So if you were to do it with nuclear power, you would want to do something... something like this, and you need to make sure that you put the platforms where there's no dirty. So wild net fishing, if you're gonna go that route, right? That has 1 dirty. Oh, from the mine. You probably better off getting rid of that mine, actually. Probably get rid of that one too. It really just depends on how many of these you need and how many mines you need, right? Oh shoot, you are gonna need a... You're gonna need that power plant though. Or... okay, there, close enough. Like I'm not gonna go farther with the idea, but hopefully this helps somebody out on stream. I might try these ideas on the no NFC build, so we'll see if they work. And my slow town did load up, cool. Gonna sell those real quick. But that's some good brainstorming right there. I could come up with an entire design, but like it's probably not gonna work, obviously. Once I start testing stuff, I'm like, oh, this doesn't work. Oh, I forgot this. I need to optimize all this crap. That's how it goes. That's the process of practicing and designing and then further optimizing it. And I try to share those changes that I make with Dub Fam and Super Dub Club supporters as an additional perk. Basically my thought process when designing the build. But yeah, sometimes there's mistakes at the beginning. They'll be like, hey Dub, you forgot this really important thing. Or why is this building here? It's not doing anything. And I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, you're right. Well, it happens. Okay, I got 2 billion cash, so I can't really do anything with this, but there we go. Alright, well that's gonna be everything. Hopefully everybody has a great weekend. Check the announcements for whenever daily challenges come back, and start practicing on those fish tanks. Thank you all for being here. Have a great weekend. See you all later. Bye-bye.